Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the topic Vedic culture in North India, Megalithic culture in South India. Before video, we learned about Vedic culture in North India. In this video, we are going to discuss about Megalithic culture in South India. That means Tamil Nadu. So, contemporary culture in South India and Tamil Nadu. What is contemporary? It's nothing but living or occurring at the same time. Living or occurring at the same time. It is contemporary. So, contemporary culture in South India and Tamil Nadu. Okay. Early Vedic culture, that is coincided with the Chalcolithic culture. Early Vedic culture coincided with the Chalcolithic culture. What is Chalcolithic culture? And what about Chalcolithic? Chalco means copper. Lithic means stones. The peoples are used the copper and stones to make a weapons and tools in the Chalcolithic age. And also it's called Copper Age. So it's called Copper Age. The end of the Neolithic age. Several cultures has started. Using the metal and mostly copper and low grade bronze. And in the Copper Age, people are using the copper and stone to make the weapons and tools. The Copper Age around the years 200 BC. So the early Vedic culture, that is coincide contemporary with the Chalcolithic age. Although Chalcolithic culture contemporary to the Harappan culture, the mature phase of Harappan culture, they continue to exist. Even after the decline of the Harappan culture. That was end of the Harappan culture. And the next, the later Vedic culture has coincided with the Iron Age. In the Iron Age, people are using the irons and steels to make the weapons. This is around the years 1300 BC to 200. 1300 BC to and 200. So end of the Iron Age, the peoples are stepped into the megalithic culture. Now, what is the megalithic culture? Megalithic, the word derived from the Greek word mega. Mega is the greater. Lithic, we already know about lithic. This is a stone. Using by the stone slabs built upon the places of the burial. Using the big stone slabs built upon the place of the burial. It's known as megalithic. The megalithic culture, that is coincide with the or the synchronized with the pre-Sangam period in Tamilagam. And next, we are going to see about some of the megalithic or the Iron Age archaeological sites in Tamil Nadu. Megalithic or the Iron Age archaeological sites in Tamil Nadu. Adichanallur, Keeladi, and some other places. First, we want see the Adichanallur. The first one, Adichanallur. The archaeological site. The excavation started in 1876 when the German explorer Dr. P. Jagor unearthed the surprising finds and taking them back to the museum in Berlin. Take them back to the museum in Berlin and never to be returned to Tamil Nadu. The things never to be returned to Tamil Nadu. The another excavation was carried out a few decades later by the Alexander Rea. A British explorer who was the superintendent of the Archaeological Survey of India. Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, means ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, and he made significant discoveries at the site and the finds. It's considered to be the all impressive catalogs of the Iron Age artifacts from South India. Now is displayed at the Chennai Egmore Museum. Then, for almost a century years later, the another one excavation started. Then almost a century then 100 years later, the site gathered more dust, holding its aeons worth of secrets intact. And in 2004, ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, under the Indian government went back to the site, and once again, this time bringing the 169 clay burial urns, and with the skeletons, the urns with the skeletons from the archaeological site. The spread of the area 114 acres. It is the most important one of the ancient site in Tamil Nadu. It's located, where is located? In Thuthukudi, on the lower valley of the Tamirabarani river in Srivaikuntlam Taluk. In the present day, it's located in the Thuthukudi. In Adichanallur, archaeologists unearthed the things, urns. What is urns? A large vessel containing the skeletons. And redware and blackware potteries. And iron implements, daggers, swords, spears and arrows. Some stone beads and few gold ornaments and few gold answers. These things are the unearthed in the archaeological site in the Adichanallur. And the bronze object representing the domestic animals and the wild animals like tiger, antelope and elephant have been unearthed. And the peoples were skillful, because they are making the pottery very skillfully, black and red, and in working stone and wood. They are very skillful in working on stone and wood. So the archaeological site Adichanallur shows the very interesting one, because before 3000 years, approximately before 3000 years, the peoples are living a very developed society. That is a civilization level. Peoples are living in a very development society before 3000 years ago. And now we go to learn the next one, Keeladi. The Keeladi excavation site is a Sangam period settlement. That is being excavated by the Archaeological Survey of India ASI and the Archaeological Department of Tamil Nadu. The site is located at 12 km southeast of Madurai in Tamil Nadu, near the town of Sivagangai, near the town of in Sivagangai district. It comes under the Thirubuvanam Taluka, Sivagangai district. It comes under the Thirubuvanam Taluka in Sivagangai district. This is a large scale excavation carried out in Tamil Nadu after the Adichannalu archaeological site. After the archaeological Adichannalu site, the settlement lies on the bank of the Vaigai river. The settlement lies on the bank of the Vaigai river, and it reflects the ancient culture of Tamil people. The site's age. The radiocarbon dating revealed that the site's age is 2300 to 2600. That means 200 BC. Means 200 BC. The radiocarbon dating was revealed that the site's age is 200 BC. And an archaeological survey was the first conducted in 2013 in the Vaigai river from the Theni district to Ramanathapuram district, where the river meets the sea. During the study, 293 sites including Kiladi were identified to have archaeological residues. The first 3 phases of excavation at Kiladi were conducted by the Archaeological Survey of India, while the phase after that were conducted by the Tamil Nadu Archaeological Department. And the phases of Kiladi excavation. The first phase in June 2015. An Archaeological Survey of India group led by the Amarnath and started the first phase of the excavation in the area of the Vaigai river in Kiladi. And the second phase began on 2nd January 2016. Various documents including medical charts, antique kitchenwares and factory and government seals were found at the end of the second phase. More than 6,000 artifacts were found. It was confirmed that the articles were 2,200 years old. Then there was tested by the radiocarbon dating. And the third phase. The third phase of the excavation was conducted under the ASI in 2017. The work ended on the 13th September 2017. In the third phase, 16 digging sites were selected, taking up a total area of the 400 square meters, which is the 800 acres of the land. This is the 800 acres of the land. And the fourth phase. The fourth phase of the excavation was conducted between the 2017 and 2018, bringing the 5,820 artifacts. This phase was conducted by the Tamil Nadu Archaeological Department, while the first phase were conducted by the ASI. And 6 carbon samples collected from the fourth phase of the excavation in Kiladi were sent to the beta analytic. This is sent to the beta analytic Miami, Florida, USA for beta analytic, that means radiocarbon dating. So it's revealed that this is a 2,200 years old. It's revealed the 2,200 years old. And the fifth phase. In the June 2019, the Tamil Nadu Archaeological Department began the fifth phase of the excavation, led by Dr. Sivananda. Dr. or Sivananda. This phase will be completed in 4 to 5 months, in which 15 trenches have been planned to dig in the fifth stage of excavation. So, the Sangam era bricks and more than 700 objects were found, and these have been sent for testing radiocarbon dating, and preliminary report to the fifth phase of excavation is nearing completion. And the sixth phase of the excavation, along with the ASI, that means along with the ASI excavation neighboring village Manalur, Kondagai and Agaram. Manalur, Kondagai and Agaram. It began 19th February 2020. Findings in the Keladi site. Almost 40 square feet have been cut. 40 square feet have been cut, and various structures and artifacts have been found, including frost and brick walls, roof tiles, pottery and mimic accessories, skeletal tools and iron well and Tamil Brahmi script, and the canals and sewage system. Water supply and wastewater are considered as important landmarks of civil department. At the bottom of the settlement, there are buildings with the sewage canal and facility made of ceramic tubes and ring bells and brick walls, ancient earthware, and this proves the ancient tradition of Tamils, indicating that they used these wells in river stones and ponds of water. Brick buildings are considered in ancient times, but a large number of brick buildings have been found. Pottery. The roulated airtime type ceramics brought by the merchants demonstrate business connection with the Roman Empire. It is noteworthy that such products have been discovered. Furthermore, black and red potteries fragments and white colored and black red papal and reddish pitted places have also been unearthed. There are Tamil words engraved on the potteries. Tamil Brahmi words are engraved on the potteries that mention the names of the individuals like Adan, Udiran, Thisan, and the Tamil Brahmi script and crafting marks. In fourth phase of the excavation at Keladi, 72 posters with the Tamil Brahmi script were discovered at the site. Some of these artifacts have inscribed crafting marks similar to the crafting marks believed in the Hindu script. And ornaments and antiquities. Ornaments have been found, including sponges, marble, agate beads, green, yellow and blue glass beads. The finding also include elephant tusks, copper ornament and sheets of wire. Rare artifacts including iron-edged corners, gold ornaments, styles and terracotta stamps, diaphragm tiles, firefully toys have been found. toys have been found as well. So in the Killedy excavation site, there are so many things are found and the discoveries until now. In the Killedy excavation reveals that our civilization is well developed in the 2300 years before. Well developed in the 2300 years before. They lived a well developed society. They live in a well developed society. And the next one, Porundan in Dindigul district. They are located in Dindigul district. Findings. The finds grave goods, glass beads in red, white, yellow, blue and green. Glass beads in red, white, yellow, blue and green. Iron swords, pottery with Tamil Brahmi script. Pottery with Tamil Brahmi scripts. Pots filled with the rice. Semi-precious metals such as quartz, cornelian, bangles made of glass and silk. Made of glass and silk. The discovery of the iron sickle. The discovery of the iron sickle, pipe and the tip of the plugs proved that the evidences is they had the practice of rice cultivation. They had the practice of rice cultivation in Tamil Nadu. The part of the rice from the Porundan science proves that the rice was the people's staple food. People's staple. And the next site, Payamulli, Velur district. Payamulli, Velur district. Archaeological finds. Archaeological finds are iron artifacts along with the megalithic black and red work pottery have been found. Evidence for iron smelting come to the light at Payamulli. Iron smelting has come to light at Payamulli. The date of this culture based on the radiocarbon dating is 1000 BC. And the next one, Kodumanal, Erode district. The next one, Kodumanal, Erode district. It is identified with the Kodumanal of the Paditru. More than 300 pottery inscriptions in Tamil Brahmi have been discovered. Archaeologists have also discovered spindles, wheels used for making thread from the cotton and pieces of cloth along with tools, weapons, ornaments, beads, particularly carnelian. And a men found at burial site. The men are found at burial site. It's assigned to the megalithic period. And the megalithic monuments in Tamil Nadu. And the next one we are going to learn about the megalithic monuments in Tamil Nadu. The people who lived during the last stages of the New Stone Age began to follow the megalithic system of burial. According to the system, the dead body was placed in a big pot. The big pot along with burial goods. They used the weapons and stools, ornaments. They buried with they used the stools. And the megalithic monuments were the witness to the highly advanced state of civilization with the knowledge of iron and community living. And dolmens. The next one, dolmens are megalithic tombs made of two or more upright stones with a single stone lying across the burial site. Megalithic dolmens have been found in Veeraragavapuram village in Kanchipuram district and Kumala Marudupatti in Dindigul district and in Narsambatti, Madurai district, and also Dharumaburi, Pandian Tidal, and also Dharumaburi in Pandian Tidal. And the next one, menhir. In Britain language, men means stone and hair means long. Men means stone and hair means long. They are the monolithic pillars planted vertically into the ground in memory of the dead. Planted vertically into the ground in memory of the dead. Men here at the Singaripalayam in Tirupur. Men here at Singaripalayam in Tirupur district and Vemuri in Thiruni district. Vemuri and Thiruni districts points out the existence of the ancient settlement along the banks of river upper. Along the banks of river upper. Many are found at Narsingapatti, Madurai district and Kumaraikal Palayam and Kodumanal in Erode district. The last one, hero stones. A hero stone is a memorial stone raised in remembrance of honorable death of a hero in battle or those who lost their lives while defending their village from the animals or enemies. Hero stones are found at Manur village near Palani, Dindigul district and Vellalam Kottai, Thuthukudi district and Puliyum Bombay. Okay students, in this video we have learned about megalithic culture in Tamil Nadu, especially Adichanallur excursion site and Keeladi. The most important one, Keeladi. The Keeladi reveals that more information about our Tamilians in the past. They lived a very skillful, developed society, civilization, developed society. Okay students, thank you.